evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Nara Promotions, the Real Deal Podcast Show. Welcome back to an early show today. You know what time it is. If you see we go live just immediately, it's important. It's breaking. I'm breaking the internet. Ladies and gentlemen, all the way from the UK. He's ready. He's big, massive. And I'm telling you, it's going to be electric. We have the big bad DJ ASHA D, all the way from the UK. He's getting set to get back on the airwaves. He made a change in this business over the years. And I'm telling you, he's ready. He's rocking. And I'm gonna bring him on right now. He's sizzling. He's real hot and ready. ASHA D. What, my nephew?
Give thanks. Yeah, greetings.
How to feel it, by the way. How to feel it.
You know, I'm grateful. You know, it's just a great feeling. So you know, just a great feeling. We give thanks for that. You know.
Now, you say it's a great feeling.
It is, yeah.
All right. So, are you ready? Because you know it's ready. It's short time for you, you know. Because you're getting back on radio, my brother, and you're going back in a big, big way. So I want each and everyone to tell me in the comment section if you're hearing us. I see a couple of people online here getting ready. Okay. So just tell me in the comment section if you're hearing us loud and clear. So ASHA D, before I get into the meat and the real deal, I want to make sure that the levels are up. So I'm just going to ask my audience to tell me if you can hear, because your volume is kind of low, and I'm going to make sure that I turn up your levels. So let's see. All right. Want to make sure everything is perfect here. All right. So tell me, Sir ASHA D, you've been in the music business for how many years now?
Quite some time, you know. I mean, in terms of professionally, is about 16, 17 years.
About 16, 17 years. And
Yeah.
you started, how did you start out? Did you start out in the production side, or you started as a DJ, or you started out in more radio land? So give us an idea.
I started out as a DJ, and then with the radio and the hosting, all three just combined, so it's become like one. And then the production within that phase as well, you know. So it's everything makes up each other, so to make it one collective body.
Okay, so one flowed into the other. It was
Yeah.
just that real estate that you were on.
Yes.
Once you started one, you saw the opportunities in the other avenues. I get you. So how quickly did that transition over? Was it you started out and say, "Hey, let me get into the production side and the radio side"? How did it go?
Well, on the DJ side of it, I was playing out really. I was really active in the streets and clubs and things like that. And then it was actually Gappy Ranks, UK artist, actually said no, actually you need to start produce. So the production came from him encouraging me to do that. And then with the radio, then the hosting comes about. Yeah, you know what I mean? So
Right. Yes.
everything just
Uh-huh.
yeah.
And so you talk about Gappy ranks, and we've seen that the UK is now ready to see you come back, and they're and we can see it all over social media. It's like hitting everywhere. Like
Yeah,
ASHA back on radio. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Yeah, like they said, the big bad producer is back, is coming back to radio, and
Yeah.
it's a good look in terms of the responses that we're seeing, and it's kind of eating up the social media, and so I want to know, when you started on the production side, you talked about Gappy Ranks, and we heard, in our last meeting here in the podcast, you spoke a lot about him. So tell me that journey getting into production. How was it? How did you really get into production? And who were the people that really um, gave you that energy to continue on the production side? Let's hear it.
Well, as I started out with Gappy, he was the first one that recorded a song for me. Like not even one song, two songs.
Uh-huh.
One of the songs is it's really done well. A lot of people probably haven't heard of it. Most people will. It done a lot well this side of shores, the Europe side, the African side. A song with him and Denique, song called First Sight. First Sight. So I have to
Right.
big up one of my brethren, Steve. Big, we call him Big Steve. You know what I mean? We started together. We saw the talent, and he usually do a lot of funky, I like a house music, stuff like that. So with the reggae coming together, we just formed that collective body and started to make beats and stuff like that. And in return from that, then I saw the talent in my younger brother, where I took a computer for him and I realized that he has a talent. So he's producing and I explain to him and show him what to do as well, and he take it to another level. So everyone, it's like a family thing where you see the talent, you make use of it, and also they see my talent and they make you. So we just work together, and we get there in one big family, you know.
So tell me about some of the works that you have completed and what's in the works.
Well, we completed a lot of productions. Like voice, we produce songs for Pressure. This artist that sing Love and Affection produced songs for TOK, Davil, Luton Fire, Fontaine Moja, Gappy, Ladin. We do songs for Massacre, Tommy Lee, Chronic Law. We do songs for Denique. We got songs for Hezrons, um, Cafe Mate. It's a lot of like in terms of reggae music side of it. We captured that song from Dane Blaze, young artist, song from IKEA, song from Lindo's, which is Nikisha Lindo, which is from Florida, the Kashif Lindo's sister, Mr. Willie Lindo's daughter. So we produce an EP
Yeah.
there. It's never.
Congratulations. Well done.
Yeah,
Yeah, well done, well done. And
yeah. Give thanks.
so I know with we had an artist that we were talking to yesterday who's gonna be working along with you, and he's kind of burning up the world right now. And you remember his name?
Sativa.
Sativa the Black One.
Yeah,
Big
yeah,
up to
yeah,
Sativa. He's watching in live, and we say,
yeah,
yeah, from US to the UK, you're gonna be covered, my brother.
yeah. Give thanks.
So, tell me about future projects in terms of artists that you have on on your portfolio or on your schedule, that you'll be working with, just to give us an insight of what Ashley, my nephew, by the way,
Yeah.
what Ashley is working on or working towards right now.
Well, we got an album for Gappy to drop 26 April 26, God's willing, you know. We got an album to drop for Ladin as well. That's for my brother. We got an EP for Kaleido. Great productions. We got some singles coming out. We got a project called Whisper Rhythm, which we got like the lineup of Gappy, Dame Blaze, a song with Camille Davis, a song with Luton, Loki D, a song with Hezron and IKEA. That's a project we seeking the help from Ioctane, which I know he'll vice for that project as well. We've got a lot of singles, working on a single with Caperton. That's in the works. We've got EPs coming out for Cappy Maketetti. We got some singles from Luton. We got singles from Dame Blaze. We got singles from Hezron. We got singles from an artist called VC. Yeah, sitting in your church. Yeah, you know what I mean. The Deeds, Mr. Sin that song, The Deeds. We got
Right.
a lot of productions out. It's just hard to kind of we have to go back in the archives and decided to know when is it the set date to release things. But it's a lot of work. We got some production working with Loyal Flames as well. But we know that the album from Aladdin will be, and all the albums that we're working on will be great production. And we're going to be movers as well within the industry.
Awesome. That's a beautiful thing. So you're getting set to get back on the mainstream live radio, which is going to put a lot of strain on your time. Tell me, how was that? First of all, let's kind of step back and say, where have you been in terms of radio stations and programs that you have aired live in the past? And then we're going to move into where you're going on Friday. So give me a background on that.
We played on People's FM Leeds for a few years. We took a break in terms of for a mental side of it, just to kind of step back because things was getting overwhelming. So we go back to the drawing board. We see where I can work and stuff, and do things in a different direction in terms of have more control of things in terms of like the music itself, where the publishing, etc., things like that. So we kind of take a step back and see where we're going with the marketing and stuff, because marketing here is not really a problem for me. As you could see from social media, once I said I'm back on radio, then everything just goes up in the air. So from there, took the time back as a mental state. You have to stop and reset. But now at the moment, I'm in a great place where things become natural again. You know what I mean? It's organic, so we don't have to force stuff. It's a lot of work, but on the mental side of it, once you control that, and with the grace of God, everything's level and correct. Yeah.
Wonderful. That's a beautiful thing. You know what I mean? So, I find that with the podcast show, you have to prepare, because if you don't, then you go all over the place. So the preparation is what takes up a lot of time, and I know it's going to eat up your time. Preparing for a show every Friday, you got to be there on time. You got to make sure you deliver in terms of your music. You're gonna organizing all your crates and all that good stuff. So let kind of walk me through your preparation for to now go back on radio on Friday. How was that? You know, everybody's gonna be listening out. So I want them to play my tune Rasta. You know,
Yeah,
tell me how
that's
the pressure on that is. So give me a little idea of what's going on there.
well, you sum it up right. Everything you said is just I have to reiterate it. You sum it up right, because once you're coming back, it's like I don't really have 3 hours again based on my work schedule. I normally do 5 to 8, but based on my work schedule, I'm only have 6 to 8 now, right? So it's like an extra hour I would have used to play it, squeeze in a lot of songs. Now basically it's all bottled down to 2 hours, and I've been receiving, as what you said, loads of messages and voice notes and stuff like that. ASHA, here's my project, you know what I mean? It's the first time. Can you play it on the debut? So it's one of those things where it's going to be it's extremely difficult because, you know, you could say I may not play it this week, then I play it next week, but I'll guarantee you within a 2 or 3 weeks period, I'll play. But there's so many artists, especially I'm a creator of blending in young artists. You know, that's what people knows me from the UK, like breaking young talents, push them through. You know, from our past interviews we were break Romy Verga through, Laden through, Gappy Ranks through. You know what I mean? Loyal's Frame through, Camille through, Hezron through. So there's Cargo through. There's loads of artists that in that way. Kathy Mathete through. So things like that. But the most interesting thing now is where I play exclusive music, wherein come tomorrow, 3 o'clock, latest 4 o'clock, I'll be getting pre-release songs. Which the beauty of it is, I've got 2 versions, clean and the radio version. So it's
Right.
easier to know that. Listen, I could quickly go through. So that's part of it. And then I could come on tomorrow evening and said exclusive. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah, that's
So
right.
big up Sean Paul as well, because
And that
they've been
that
sending me
is
their
a
music as well.
hold
You know?
on. No, no, no,
Yeah,
no. You can't pass. That's a big deal when it's exclusive.
yeah,
God, it's a no boy, no girl can play that.
yeah, exclusive. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's a wonderful thing because I know the pressure is on,
Mm,
and you can only cram so much in one show. So moving forward, you have to think long term, and also you have to organize in terms of there's so many artists out there, new artists that want to break into the business, and this is an avenue for them to contact you and say, hey, um, listen to this. Tell me if you want to put it out there for me. You know what I mean? With
mm,
the invent of the internet, social media, and that good stuff, they're doing their thing. But when you get onto a platform where you have a lot of people listening in, and not only a lot of people, but the most important people to get it out there for you, and you're one of them.
mm.
Um, then they want to break in through this avenue. If someone wanted to contact you, um, to send their work in, where would they go?
You know, they always find me, you know, because it's like word of mouth. Listen, this is as I was driving, just to give the example. Um, I'll let you. They could find me on Instagram, DJ Ashadi. Um, my email address is asha.d at btinternet.com. You know, so that they can reach me on the social media and get my email then. But I was just giving an example. I
Hmm.
was driving the other day and I had a phone call and he said, Asha, what go on? I said, but there I always said, Richie man, the Richie Spice manager. You know, I'm in Miami.
Yeah,
And I bump into a young artist. Somebody say, hey, what? I'll give him the detail. So it's just like the word of mouth, just like, you know what? I got some new music. No, I've got to find Asha D. He's in UK. So
right.
getting out there in terms of people finding me is not a problem because you may go to, like, you know, as I said, big up Bankilos. He may go around and he see like a young artist and he said, you know what? Give me the tune. Then he sent it to me. You know what I mean? Things like that. So it's like getting to me is not really a problem
Yeah, the
because we
phone
kind
is
of
still
create
open. I'm
create
gonna
that
open.
kind of.
I'm gonna open the phone lines in a little bit, ladies and gentlemen. But for now, we want to hear a phone number, email, social media contact for Asha
Yeah.
D for those who want to reach out to you. Tell me, give me those live.
Okay. My email is Asha. It's ASHA.D at btinternet.com. Um, Find me on Instagram, DJ Asha D. Um, Link me that way. I won't give up my number. I haven't got a business number yet, which I usually have, but they could always direct message me on Instagram. Then we can link via that way for WhatsApp. Because once my number is out there, then my personal number becomes business number. So I'll create a business number just for that because I'm back on radio, which I've done before. So people can actually contact me and stuff like that way.
And if you need to reach out to ASHA D, ladies and gentlemen, you can also contact Naram Promotions, the Real Deal Podcast Show. Just look down
Exactly.
below. You see scrolling. My numbers are there. You can call me and or reach me on social media, and I'll reach out to my nephew ASHA D. And big up to ASHA D every time. He's gonna get back on radio on Friday, September 19th, in a big way. So before we enter the last segment, you know, before we enter that last segment, he's gonna tell you what his future plans are, what's gonna happen on Friday and beyond. He's one of the biggest, baddest DJs and producers in the world right now in the reggae music industry. He has touched the lives of many with his work. He has also been instrumental in breaking a lot of new artists into stardom. He sets the foundation solid for those who want to be the stars. So, ladies and gentlemen, the phone line, the WhatsApp number is there if you want to wish him the best wishes you can, because he's going to need it. It's a lot of work. A lot of hours. Yeah. He's going to be burning that midnight oil, ladies and gentlemen. I know. Been there, done that. Big up to the Naram family in the UK. Colonel Stuka, Smiley, Floyd, and the Massive. You know we're coming your way soon, and we are come together with ASHA D.
yeah.
You know, it's going to be big. So, my nephew, I want you to give us the real deal now. Friday are coming up, and you're preparing. What you have to say to your audience and the world, and what how Ashley is going to approach this, because since you've been out of the game, there was a void that could not be filled, and now you're going to you're going to be competing with a lot of disc jockeys, producers, and so on. Well, disc jockeys. We're talking live radio. What's different? What you're gonna bring different to the fore? You touched on new artists and exclusive stuff, but give us a kind of a organized approach in terms of getting rid of the competition like you did in the past, and also cementing yourself again to say you're the boss. Run it.
Well, we have to, once you put God first, then everything just smoothly, and that's my motto. Just put God first, everything smoothly. It just become natural. Because once I've turned my laptop on, connect to the studio and everything, then it's become natural. I just give thanks and say, this guide me on the journey, and everything just become natural, because it's like, we're not like a baby. We already start walking already, just to go back into the rhythm, and it's natural. So I won't give away too much, because I need people to listen and who welcome some new listeners to think, okay, you know what?
Hold on a second, nephew. Hold on, because you have to give it a little bit more. DJ ASHA D, one of the biggest, baddest reggae music producers, and also disc jockeys and radio personality in the world. You heard it here at Naram Promotions, the Real Deal Podcast Show. He'll be back on air live on Friday, September 19th, 2025. It's going to be 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. UK time.
That's correct, yeah.
UK time. His show is called The Traffic Jam Show on PassionRadioUK.com. Listen to what I'm saying. PassionRadioUK.com. Download the app right now. Right now. You don't want to miss this. This is one of the biggest things that happened on live radio since sliced bread.
Yeah, yeah.
It's coming back to you in a big, big way, ladies and gentlemen. Let me take a sip of the bourbon.
Let me give you an example.
It's big.
Let me give you an example.
Yeah, listen,
Sherry,
ladies and
Sherry
gentlemen,
Anderson.
go on to the app, go on
Yeah,
to Apple Store, download Passion Radio UK.
that
Also
come.
go on to Google Store, download it right now. Just go on, type it in. Passion Radio UK. Passion Radio UK. Download the app. He's gonna be on. Let me kind of stop talk. Tell them the real deal. Give them all the
You
how
could
they
go
can reach you.
Alexa as well. You could go Alexa as well. You could go
Yeah,
Alexa as well. Yeah.
yeah,
But I tell you something. What's people need to look out for. I had a message with Sherry Anderson. She's the artist that she plays One Love with Kimani Marley. She was a young girl in dancehall queen as a daughter. She's doing really big. She did a lot of work with Sly and Robbie. She's a real estate. She got an EP out now, and she said, "I'll be back on the radio. I've got the EP. It's called Door. So if you need, that's one of the exclusive. I got Spragga Ben's album called Endeavors as well. You know, we play
wonderful.
songs from that. You know what I mean? I got songs just coming through now in the email that people artists and sending me as well. Big up Sadiva asked my email because I never sent it last night. So I know he's gonna shot me the dub to play as well. But the most important thing about it is like listening to what the people could understand. We play different. Yes, we play the dance or reggae music. But if I got a rhythm, for example, and it's loaded, Vibes Cartel, Movado, Ponte Killer, Top Dexter Daps, the first thing I'm gonna go is listen to an unknown. You know,
Right.
that's it. That's my secret there. I listen to an unknown artist, listen to the message what you have to give, and take it from there. The Movada, the Bounty Killer, the Dexter Daps, the Conscience, they'll fit in. The DeMarco, the Busy, they'll fit in. But I've always listened to an unknown artist. Or even if it's a young artist, I heard the name out there before, was not as big in the game, then I'll listen to their songs first. Then I'll
I've got
break their
one for
songs.
you that I'm gonna send on to you. Is a young artist out of Maypen, Clarendon. His name is Extension. He needs a little bit of extended work,
Yeah,
to get him to mainstream level. But he's enthusiastic. He has some good. He writes his own lyrics. And they sound good. I'm gonna send
yeah.
it on to you. But DJ Extension has been a friend of mine for quite some time, and he said, Asham, I just need a break. I'm gonna say, okay, I'm gonna hand it to you, and I'm gonna send his work on to you. So it is good that not a lot of people in our field deal with young artists because it's a lot of work
Mm,
to to get them together, to get them on mainstream. I remember back in the day when Naramp was formed and the people gave us that name.
mm,
This was our forte. This is what we did. So we had the all day concerts for young artists because it was one issue we had was to get the artists from Jamaica to perform in other parts of the world like the UK, but also the communication back then was not so pronounced as it is today, and we used to have to use DAT tapes and so on and cassettes, which the work was not as good as where we were at in the first world with the proper studios and you some of these young artists could not afford they to get into the studio. Now they have all sort of apps that
Yeah,
kind of imitate a real studio, so you can produce good work and send it immediately
yeah,
online to wherever you wanted to go. But when you talk about an audience that will is interested in your work, and an audience that will take it to the next level, that's a different that's a whole different deal. So it has changed over the years, and I guess we'll be talking about that when we get to the UK.
yeah,
Talk about the history of Nara. However, it's we say congratulations to you first of all for taking this on, because it's a lot of work. Number one,
yeah,
and number two, to stay the course over so many years to break some really big artists. You're talking about Cargo and Gappy Ranks and all those people, um, and you have others on your portfolio that you're spreading the word out on that side of the world. Now, let me ask you. You know, everyone knows that Ashley is with reggae music. You know what I mean? Reggae music, or you want to call it dancehall. It's two different categories. Reggae, dancehall. Um, are you looking to expand on that in a other genre? You're in Europe, so you're hearing a lot more other genres of music. Do you have any plans to get involved with any other genres of music?
yeah. We have, because as play, you have to be versatile. We not usually play out in terms of the R&B, the funky house, which is from UK, we do the hip hop and stuff. We do the drum and bass. What depends on the audience. What we have, the jungle. So it depends on the artist. The pop, the disco, things like that. So we always have a collective of music. So but in terms of for the radio and stuff, it depends on the vibes. We might drop some R&B to finish off the show, things like that. So we just give it dance on reggae music, yes, but we can switch it into a different dimension if we have to. You know what I mean?
So, are you thinking of blending in, any of that to a crossover, or something similar to reggae music, but on a different fringe? They had the trap music. The younger guys came up with trap music. I don't know. It has not taken off the way it should, like a
Yeah,
firestorm, but it is making its way around the globe as a kind of genre, a split off of the reggae to be,
yeah.
you hear it wherever you go, but it's not yet magnificent. It's not up there in the stratosphere just yet, but it's making its way around the world. But have you seen in your work a combination of anything that you would want to spin off or break into the mainstream? Just as when you had ska, then
Yeah,
came reggae. You know what I mean? So, and then you have the dancehall raga.
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah, yeah,
tell me how you're seeing it. You've been there for long enough now, and you've been playing around with the studio, playing around with beats, and how do you see it? Do you think that you can spin something off of there to make it a little bit off the fringe but mainstream?
it's already there, but for the UK. But what we're gonna try and do and push a bit harder now, which I've got a dubstep,
Hmm.
dubstep, you know. So that's what I'm gonna try and do. Is trying to capitalize on that. You know what I mean? So
Wonderful.
so 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 that dubstep. So we're gonna try and do that, and hopefully I got a track which it should reach Cape Town by this month. And that he was the perfect person to kind of mop up. Because when you hear a track, it's like you could have the right track, but send it to the wrong artist.
Yeah.
You can
Yeah.
have you could have the wrong artist, vice versa. So you just have to find find that kind of thing. You know what? Based on the energy, based on the vibes, then this artist will work with that. Artist will work with that. So that's what that we're trying to capitalize on the dubstep, kind of break away from that a little bit, but within the same notion like the trap dance. Or we're trying to break something like from that.
You heard it from ASHA himself. Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, come Friday. I know my nephew is busy.
Yeah.
Friday is the big day. He's preparing and he's getting ready to take it to you. So I'm going. The floor is yours now, my nephew. This is
Yeah.
DJ Ashley out of the UK, a big reggae music producer and disc jockey and radio personality. Tell us what you haven't told us in this segment and what your audience is to expect from Ashley come Friday.
We just want to
And
say just
also you gotta heal up who you heal up to, you know.
yeah. Expect the best, man. You know, expect the best. You know, and most importantly, give thanks for the platform. You know, for having me, and also want to big up. You know, first and foremost, want to big up God as well. You know, it won't make it happen possible. I want to
You're
big up
kind of low
all
there, so you gotta.
yeah. Just wanted to big up. Just want to say give thanks for you to the platform. You know, to have me. I really appreciate that, and also I want to give most thankful to God. You know, for His mercies and stuff. And we big up all the artists, all producers, you know, that send me the tracks and stuff like that. Family, friends, you know, who's gonna tune in. Big up the general public who don't know me, but they just Asha is coming back on radio. Asha is coming back on radio. I want to take time to big up Shen and also. But what they can expect, you could expect an exclusive song tomorrow from Nadi Virtua.
All right,
Yeah,
That's a big deal.
yeah.
That's a big deal. Yeah, Nadi is our boy from Southeast Central Jamaica, and he's been there all the way, and he's doing big things around the world. Ashley, you say it's always a pleasure, my nephew, to talk with you,
Yeah,
to see you growing from strength to strength. Consistency is the key, and perseverance in your ambition and your goals. Keep growing. You know, we're here to help you to grow. But your destination is where you want it to be. The, I hope that one day I can see you holding one of those Emmys or what you call it, them
Grammy,
thing that yeah,
Grammy.
Grammys on them thing that
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
yeah,
That's where I want to see you, and I want you to take it to that level. Just break the ice. You know, I know all the people in Sear District in Manchester are watching right now, and they're saying, "Yeah, me know him. I'm a family. I'm a friend. Oh,
yeah,
yeah, we're gonna big
yeah.
up Sear District every time,
Every
and
time, yeah.
also Mama Cynthia. You know what I
Most
mean?
definitely, yeah,
Most definitely. My brother passed away, your father, and
yeah,
God let rest his soul. But you're still carrying that flame of the family,
yeah,
and we say just keep it going, keep it balanced, keep it level, stay away from negative energy.
yeah, man. Give
That's
thanks.
from your uncle to you. You know, your
Yeah, man.
uncle loves you, and
Respect.
just keep strong because there's a lot of pressure in the business, and you just gotta know what you know and guard yourself. One love to
Yeah, man. Love,
Ashley.
man. Yeah,
Any last
respect.
words, Ashley? Any last
Well, I
words?
just want to. Yes, yes, sir. We just walk with God, you know. Always,
Always we say, praise
always,
Father God every time. All the best
always.
on the show on Friday. We'll be tuning in. We'll be watching you, and we're gonna be cheering and say yes. That I'm a nephew. Big up
Yeah.
yourself. You know,
Respect, respect, respect. Give thanks, love, and appreciation. You know.
big up to Ashley. Yeah.
Peace out.
Then I got one. I got a comment from Hodlin. Bless up, brother. Ashley, keep doing what you're doing in a life. It's a lifetime, and big up. That's one of our fans there from Southeast Central Elizabeth. Big up to Hodlin Pitta. That's a big fan there. So, Ash, you know I'm winner, but me
Yeah.
tell you off here.
Yes. Okay. 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 Okay.
Yeah, man. So
Okay.
just pick up yourself, be strong. I know you're gonna burn that midnight oil to get everything together and everything ready and running. So God
Yeah,
bless
man.
you. Thank you for
Yeah,
being
man.
here. And I'm gonna say one love every
Yeah, man.
time.
One love. Yeah,
Asher
man.
D. Asher D. Big Bad Asher D will be on radio on Friday, September 19th, 2025 in the UK. PassionRadioUK.com. Download the app. That was breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. That's my nephew. And you want to be sure to download the app. Download it, ladies and gentlemen. Want to miss this show? I'm going to put that ad up here in a second. I'm going to plug in my computer because it's running low. But let's get to it, by the way. I'm going to put that ad up here. What's going on Friday. You don't want to miss it. It's a big deal. So let's dive into that right now. Here we go. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, Asher D was just here, live to you. Asher D will be back on radio. Big producer returns to radio. And that is not, don't take it lightly. No, ladies and gentlemen, you can't take this lightly. So go to the Apple Store, the Google Store, or go to www.passionradiouk.com. Download the app and get ready for Friday. It's going to be every Friday. It's called the Traffic Jam Show. It's 1800 GMT or 2000 GMT. That's UK time. Okay. Here in the United States on the East Coast, we are 5 hours behind the UK. I think Jamaica is 6 hours behind. So if it's 6 p.m. and you're listening from Jamaica, then that's noon, right? Noon to 2 p.m. That's lunchtime. And if it's East Coast USA, New York time, then that's going to be 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. UK, US time, New York time. If you're in California, you got to work that out. Yeah. Your time. You understand? Ladies and gentlemen, starting Friday, September 19th, DJ Asher D. You heard from him just now. It's a big deal. Breaking news. He's getting back on radio, live. That's a big deal. Yes, he put it down for a while to get things straightened out. Now he's coming back in a big way. Passion Radio UK. Google it. Go on the App Store. Yeah, man, it's a big platform, man. Just check it out. It's not normal, you know. It's not normal. It's not one of them fly-by-night business. Check it out. Just go into the Apple Store. And by the way, I say the Apple Store. When you say Apple Store, then you got in the other league. You understand me? And if you're looking at the Google Store, you're also in the other league. www.passionuk.com. Big league. It's a big deal. So we wish him all the best on his journey. It's a lot of work, ladies and gentlemen, I can tell you, because I know. I picked this up a few months ago, and it has been growing, and I say thank you to my audience, all those who have been also subscribing, sharing, liking, commenting, and I'm so happy and proud, and so humbled by the fact that so many of you listen to me, and I try to give you something clean and also something informative. Today, it was all about ASHA Day. I'm going to talk about some U.S. immigration, some breaking U.S. immigration news, but I'll talk to that on Saturday, because it's kind of a bad news. There's some good news there, but I'm going to leave that alone. We're going to be talking about some events that will be happening on the 19th. I'm going to touch on a couple of them before we close the show. That's in South Central Jamaica. And I got to touch those because it's going to happen on this Friday. Let me get my kind of program notes. And yeah, on the 19th, Ashley will be on, and also Mr. Len Blake will be having his birthday bash at the Blakey's Complex in Littis District in St. Elizabeth. But we're going to be talking about Ashley right now. And remember, next week is Gallus Anthem. It's September 26th at Bentown. Yeah, that's going to be a big deal. Odette and Sandra will be having October 4th. That's St. Best Party, St. Best Togetherness here in Queens, New York. Yeah, Compound. Yeah, it's going to be big. But, you know, as I said, it was all about my nephew Ashley today. That's a big, big deal, ladies and gentlemen. Big, big deal. Goodness gracious me. Ashley will be back on radio. I tell you, he's still listening in. Send your comments if you want to. Oh, yeah. And look out for Sativa, the black one. He'll be on here live soon. Big up to Sativa, the black one. Wednesday. Big people have to look for a picnic. My shows. Big up to Sativa. He's going to be here live very, very soon. And I'm telling you, we were talking yesterday, and he sent me some new works. I'm going to break that out for you on Saturday, but only on, I think, Facebook. I got to go. YouTube may flag me, or I can find out how best I can put it up on YouTube without being flagged. All right? So we're gonna touch that on Saturday. Big up to Sativa, the black one. But anyways, right now we are talking about what? DJ ASHA D. Breaking back on radio. So Saturday, you know, a large part of the show is gonna go into what happened on Passion UK the day before. As we will be sipping our red cup from our red cup on Friday and listening to ASHA D. So go on to www.fashionradiouk.com or go to the Apple Store, the Google Play Store, and download fashionradio.com and be ready for Friday, September 19th. It's going to be a big, big, big deal, ladies and gentlemen. Friday. Can't wait. It's soon come. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to close the show. We say always pray when you're going out, pray when you're coming in, and always remember God is in control. So on Saturday, we're going to talk about the Alpha workers. We're going to talk about Kayla Martin. We're going to talk about Dragon Force. We're going to talk about all the stuff and the dates that are going to come up, especially the Naram family in the UK. They're going to be on the show live. So you like, share, subscribe, comment, click the notification bell. Do it right now. So you know when this family-friendly show is going to be on here and live. It's a big up to Misha from the right spot. The Mystic Inn also. We talk about Top Rock. We talk about Bowles Fish Stop, Bowles Oval, and all other entities around South Central Jamaica. Big up to yourself. One love. God bless you all. Thank you for being here. Just keep on watching this show because we're here to stay, ladies and gentlemen. God bless you all. And we say, we'll see you at the next show. Naram Promotions is at you.